fighting you. If I'm gonna die, you my enemy. My enemy is the white people, not Vietnams or Chinese or Japanese. You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality. You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
No, I don't worry. I tell you, I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago. And I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody.
Seems to me that white America must see that no other ethnic group has been a slave on American soil. That America freed the slave in 1863 through the Emancipation Proclamation that gave the slaves no land. At the same time, America was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that there was a willingness to give the white peasants from Europe an economic base. And yet it refused to give its black peasants from Africa, who came here involuntarily in chains and had worked free for 244 years, any kind of economic base. And so emancipation for the Negro was really freedom from hunger. And when white Americans tell the Negro to lift himself by his own bootstraps, it's a cruel jest to say to a bootless man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps.
I'm saying that the nation of Islam should evolve into what we call the Realist temple network. Even with all the oppression, we were accomplishing things far greater than the black and blacks have done. They've done very little, except bring you the teaching, the belief, because that's all teachings is, I believe. We don't need to believe no more. We need to know.
motivation to achieve liberation. Like Angela Davis said, it's built into the system.
Nowadays I can't believe what's going on in front of me. I don't want to watch TV and find another casualty. I don't want to read the news. My heart's already black and blue. I'm putting on my combat boots, 'cause I got an attitude. Feel like soldiers forced to fight a war. What the hell? I can't take it anymore. 'Cause for so long we've been patient, now we're done. And don't you even ask me, when did I become such an angry black woman?
ride. Let's get this party started. Ride, ride, ride. Let's get this party started quickly.
Begins in 3, 2, 1.
In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another spontaneous edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, the host of this program, known on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known. Not you. I am known as the Mate. Angel Step Number 7. I am your soul brother. Number 1. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you show your face on Super Bowl Sunday, where the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers are playing the biggest game of the year. How dare you? Yeah, Snupper. You know, I like it and everything, but it's Super Bowl Sunday today, man. Now, I don't know, because I really don't keep up and have never kept up with sports. They could be playing right now. I don't know. I assume they don't play till a few hours, like 5:30 Eastern time or something like that. I really don't know. But how dare you disturb the peace and tranquility of Super Bowl Sunday? Don't you know about the romance between Taylor Swift and, what's his name, Travis Kelce? That's blooming. That's happiness. Don't mess up the groove of Super Bowl Sunday. Usher is going to do the halftime. Don't mess that up. And I heard Alicia Keys going to join Usher halftime. And here you are trying to disturb our fantasy world. You're trying to disturb our fairy tale world, our delusions that we made for ourselves because we happy. Don't worry. Be happy, Snub. Be happy for a change. Why didn't you take the time out to be happy? You're such a negative person, man. You're so negative. We get to go to church and praise the Lord. Then we get to go and eat a lot of food and drink a lot of beer, and I might get me some sex later on. And smoke your weed and drink and kick the dog in the ass a little bit. Everybody having a good time, man. Why you want to come out here, man, and disturb peace and tranquility? My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. You want to come and mess up the groove. You're such a party pooper. Popper, pooper, popper. Well, I don't care what American people do, because their forefathers have put them in a position, and they have been able to maintain that position for the last over 200 years. And when they finish watching grown men go up and down the court, millionaires, they go back to being the maintainers of this world, this nation that their forefathers handed down to them. Nobody cares about the people that's dying in Ukraine, dying in Israel, in the Gaza. And they are also dying in other places. Nobody cares about the innocent man looking at the death penalty. Lying prosecutors, lying judges, the homeless people on the street, millions of dollars being spent on the Super Bowl, and we have American citizens, many of them who do have a job, cannot find affordable housing, so they are sleeping in their house, sleeping in their RV, sleeping on the ground, sleeping on a park bench, and we enjoy ourselves. And the cameras don't show this side of America, because we all gotta live a fantasy. Here we are, the descendants of slaves born in America. We finally made it to the big time. I got my Super Bowl tickets. And what's so sad is that you will have those who claim they are against the system. They are either at the Super Bowl, or they have their popcorn and their chicken wings and other things. They got it together for their festivities. The Pan-Africans, whether you believe it or not, the Pan-Africans are watching the Super Bowl, and the Nation of Islam, as soon as that's done, I want to keep it with the Super Bowl. Just because I'm a Hebrew Israelite, just because I'm a Nation of Islam, just because I'm a Pan-African, just because I'm Kemetic, that don't mean I can't enjoy the Super Bowl. But the Super Bowl is part of the system that you claim that you are against, that you're fighting against. The wealth is what you claim that you are fighting against, but all of them are trying to get wealthy. All of them would tell me real quick, oh, Negro, you just broke. But I thought that was the problem of the so-called Negro in America, our being broke. So why are you going to make mockery of me because I'm broke? Why are you going to make mockery of me because I thought that was the problem, that we suffer in an unjust criminal system? And so here you are participating in the system, all kinds of ways. But I noticed in the black conscious community, they always find a way how to justify. They justify celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas. Oh, that originally it was an African holiday. And it just so happened that holiday is in the same time that the Europeans celebrate their Christmas and their Thanksgiving and their Valentine's Day. I celebrate Valentine's Day because it originally was African. Why don't we just be truthful with ourselves and just say, I wish to participate. That was delegated and I want to participate in it. Why don't you just be truthful with yourself in telling this lie? You like to get drunk. Oh no, you see, drinking alcohol has medicinal purpose. You're not drinking it for no medicinal purpose. You're not smoking weed for no damn medicinal purpose. You are seeking pleasure. You're not seeking no medicine because you don't take aspirin every damn day. And if you got cancer, you don't even do chemotherapy every damn day. You're seeking pleasure. Why don't we be honest with ourselves? Why don't you tell a woman, I just want some booty? And some women will say, hell, hey, I'm glad because all I want is some dang-a-lang. And you happy and she happy. But you rather lie and tell her or him, I love you. We are liars and deceivers. Why don't we just get real? Because there are people who will entertain your desire. But we rather lie and deceive. You like Super Bowl. Just say, I like the ball game. I don't give a damn if I'm blackity black. I love football, blah, blah, blah. Instead of making these corny ass excuses, oh, they play football in Africa. If they play football now, what they have to do with the Super Bowl in the United States? In fact, why don't you take your blackity black ass to Africa and create their own league? We're so fraud and we're so fake. We're not honest with ourselves. Because I would tell you up front, if I enjoyed the Super Bowl, I would tell you. But I've never been a sports person. It means nothing to me. And I wouldn't spend not one dime on the Super Bowl. How can I, in good conscience, spend money paying these millionaires? And you don't give your teachers, whether it's private school or public school, we don't give our teachers nothing. What about the scientists and the doctors getting all this debt to save your corny ass Super Bowl watching ass life? None of those football players can help you when you get sick. None of them can help you get your car back on the road. The only thing they know how to do is throw a damn ball. They teach dolphins, they teach dogs and goats how to play football. They teach animals how to play basketball and soccer. Not just anybody can be a heart surgeon. Your heart is having a problem. Nobody, not anybody off the street can come off and get your heart back to operating. Nobody here can do a blood transfusion. It's backwards in the United States. And these millionaires depend on the doctors and the lawyers and all these folks. They got dogs, the puppy bowl, in the chat room. It's mind-boggling. The city of Las Vegas expect to make $600 million off the Super Bowl. This goes to show you that the scriptures was correct to call us children, to call us sheep. And I am correct in my assessment to say that the black man and the black woman are not full functioning adults. How can you put such effort in your own life in this country? You are still viewed and still treated really less than these immigrants coming across the border. These immigrants coming across the border have privileges and get certain things that you don't have. And you and I paying for it, our tax dollars. Just like during Jim Crow, your tax dollars pay for public transportation. You got to sit at the back of the bus. Your tax dollars pay for the subway, public transportation, and you got to go to the back. They will get Section 8 before you will. And they just came across the border. And our mind is on the Super Bowl, watching grown men in tight pants. But you're not gay, and you talk about gay people, and you watching these grown men in tight pants go up and down the football field. Oh, but you're not gay. Now, I hear the women talk about the tight pants, but they're women. Look at Kelsey. Look at, what's his name? The other little fella, the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know these folks' name. Look how cute they are in their little tight pants going up and down, up and down, round and round the football field. You got men watching these men in their tight pants go up and down the football field. Oh, but you're not gay though. You're not gay. But you can watch a man in tight pants, and then you'll talk about the person at the gay bar that's watching a man strip down to his whatever. That's gay, but what you do ain't gay. You watching the man go up and they falling on each other, in between each other's legs. Football. Oh, but that's not gay though. That's not gay. They fall on top of each other's backside and feeling on each other as they fall. Man, I was going to watch this video, but this nigga talking crazy. Yeah, because maybe you a little gay. Or maybe you feel a little guilty. I mean, that's what it is. I didn't say nothing wrong. It's men wearing tight pants. They fall between each other's legs, grabbing each other in the crotch sometimes, feeling on each other's backside, but that ain't gay. Ashe. A whole lot of Ashe gonna be watching on TV these men going up and down the field, laying in the grass. Not on AstroTurf. I heard that they lay in the grass. You gonna lay in the grass with between another man's leg. We playing football. But ain't nothing gay about it. It's a man laying between another man's leg. It's another man feeling on. Matter of fact, they even pat each other on the backside. Hup one, hup two. Give me that ball. give me them 2 balls. Hey, this football. Where the other ball coming from? I knew it. I knew I shouldn't watch this video. This nigga just spoil everybody's fun. Because you're a child. Because you're a child. You're an adult, but you have a childish mentality. And you are fake. If you like that, just admit it. You come before the world huffing and puffing, trying to justify. You just like it. But this is part of the system that you claim that you want to destroy. I want America to fall. Well, if America falls, that's the end of your football. No more LeBron James. No more these other guys that play basketball. I don't keep up with the stuff no more. LeBron James. Who else is out there? Anyway, I don't know these basketball players. Baseball. All that's the end. You want America to fall. If you truly are Pan-African or Nation of Islam, none of them should be participating, because that's part of the system that you claim you are against. If you are against the system, you should not be looking to get wealthy, because it was capitalism that fed slavery, which is really the foundation of our oppression in this country. Because really it's all about making money. But you participate. And you want your son to be a football player. You want your daughter to be a basketball player. You want to be part of this with your fake ass Pan-African black conscious, these suckers. That's why you don't see no progress. That's why you don't see them doing anything. Because it costs them money that they give to the system that they claim that they don't like in order to put on the show that they do every day. They want to show you success. What is your success? The same success as the oppressor. The big house. The many cars, swimming pools, movie stars. Their success is the same. It's like people hating on, you hate the white supremacy, you hate the dominant society because you want to be like them. You want to live like them. You want to kill like them. You want to drop bombs on somebody. You want to tell somebody what to do, what to eat, how to sleep, who to believe, what to believe. You want to be like them. So, of course, somebody like me, who can see you for who you really are, you don't want my voice. Because my voice shows that you are nothing like what you say you are. You are no better, no different than they are. Welcome to Super Bowl Sunday. One of our problems that we have as soul brothers and sisters in this country, and really there's no excuse for it anymore. This is not 1865. This is not 1965. This is not 1975. You have no excuse no more. We don't want to think. And so even those who know that in this nation, media and education and other sources, they influence our thinking, why do we still fall for the old okie doke? A lot of us, we have no discipline. I'm just watching no football. I'm still a Pan-African. I'm just watching a little football. I'm a little basketball or whatever. You are participating in your own oppression that you said because it's part of the system. And then you get angry because other black people are more deeper into the system than you believe you are, when in reality, you are, as long as you are here spending your money, your labor in this country, you're part of the damn system. You cannot avoid it. That's just like you jumping in the fire. I don't like that fire. But if you jump in the fire, it's all around you. You catching fire. How you going to avoid it? You jumped in the damn fire. You're part of, you become, and as you begin to burn, you become part of the fire. As long as you are here with these people in this situation, you are part of the system. It cannot be avoided. You might not be lit up like some others, but you are still part of the system. And whatever country that you go to, you're going to be part of their system. You're always going to be on the bottom feeding somebody, feeding the fire instead of being the fire. So all of these who have repatriated back to Africa where they didn't come from anyway, they don't gain nothing. They just feed the fire of somebody else. They don't control nothing. They don't make no laws. Wherever you go, Negro, you just feed somebody. They don't give you nothing. You always on the bottom helping somebody else. So how is that better? Going back to Africa or going to London or going to Australia, wherever you go, black man and woman, wherever you go, you're always going to be on the bottom feeding somebody. You don't control and run nothing. Welcome to Super Bowl Sunday. We want to make a touchdown in these few minutes. I don't want to keep you long. I'm just a troublemaker. Who am I making trouble for? I'm making trouble for the liars. I'm making trouble for the deceivers. I'm making trouble for the hypocrites and these frauds and these scammers, these fakes. Those who embrace reality, those who embrace the truth don't have a problem with nothing that I say. The best thing that you can do is say, I never looked at it that way. You got a point. But those who actually love the system, those who are really nothing but plantation owners, they want to be slave plantation owners themselves, they have a problem with what I say. Because they want some slaves too. And the Hebrew Israelites even say, God is coming back and God is going to make the white people the slaves to them. What is the purpose? Why? Why would you want to do that? You want to make the white people slaves for what? What is the purpose? Slavery was about money. They brainwashed the masses with racism and other things to get the masses to look at the victims as inhuman. So the slave is like a dog or a cat or a goat or a sheep, another human being. And when you're talking about wealth, when you talk about business, the most expense that any business have is labor. So our ancestors gave this nation over 300 years of free labor and 100 years of underpaid labor. And basically all the citizens, regardless of your race, have been given this nation underpaid labor for a long, long time. And I cannot speak on that unless they want to help us in our struggle sincerely. It's up to them to speak out against their atrocity. We're going to cover that a little bit too. Because if it wasn't for our struggle, our ancestors' struggle, they would be doing worse. We have a problem with thinking. We don't think. And we damn sure don't think long term. We don't look at the whole picture of nothing that we do. In the struggle that you call black liberation, or even in our individual lives, we don't look at the whole picture. We get excited about a little piece. It's like eating an apple and ignore the seeds. Ignore the peel. Ignore the fact that actually apple seeds have poison in the seeds. Most of us don't know that. I just recently learned that apple seeds have a poison. You eat enough of those seeds and it can kill you. Regular old apples. But we don't know. We move in ignorance and we move in emotion. The only thing we know, we grab the apple. Damn, that show nice and quick. You want to bite snuff? There you go. That's a good old apple. Them seeds taste good too. Make me some apple pie, some applesauce. We don't look at the whole picture of nothing. Tastes good, make me feel good. We don't think. And when you become emotional, it gets even worse. Because emotion, whether it's happy, sad, frustrated, however you feel, that emotion affects your thinking process. That's why many people commit suicide. Based on emotion, not on how can I solve my problem. It's based upon emotion. She don't love me. Why she break up with me? I have no reason to live. Based upon emotion. You don't hear any logic. All emotion. I can't live without her. What does she see in him him that I couldn't give her all emotion, no logic. I don't want to live without her, kabang. It's all emotion. No logic, no thought, no thinking, nothing out, just emotion. Emotion brings improper thinking. Now, I have lived on this planet a little while. And this generation of social media, they've probably been out there all the time. But social media exposes so much, the bad and the good. And what I have seen because of social media, so many younger people, because a lot of older people like myself, many of them don't use social media like that unless they celebrities trying to make money, trying to keep their name out there in the public. A lot of older people like myself, I don't see a lot of them not interested in social media, don't care. But we know that it's the younger folks, probably between 18 and on up or whatever, and even younger. Well, I'm not going to talk about the younger because they're children. I've never seen so-called adults, especially men. And on this platform, I've had my experience with so-called men. They get so upset real quick because you disagree with what they're talking about. You a coon, you a sambo, you weak, you blah, blah. What? Because I disagree with what you're talking about? And then they express that weakness. Then they talk about how weak women are. I've never been around such weak men in my life. They cry and they wimpy. What do women do? And the women's weave. What kind of man gonna spend time talking about women's weaves and their makeup? I guess what kind of panties they wear. But these men do. The women shouldn't wear weaves. So the women decide, how about we just cut all our hair off? Be like Snuff. You shouldn't cut all your hair. You're not going to win with them. Even with the natural hair. Why you got to wear your hair? What, you said you want natural hair? Yeah, but that's the wrong. You're not going to win with them. They complain. They complain to keep, it's a distraction tactic to keep the pressure off them because they know that they don't qualify as no man in this country. You are called a man by default. Well, that's it. I can't listen to this. This man talking real crazy. Because you think you're a man. You're not no damn man. You're a man by default simply because you have a penis. Making babies don't make you a man. Dogs make puppies. Chickens make chicks all day long. So what? You're going to run your ass to the Super Bowl, but you don't control a damn thing about the Super Bowl, Mr. Man. You run your happy ass up and down the football field, and the people that control the Super Bowl just sit back and watch. You got to work for your $1 million. You got to work. You got to be careful that you don't get brain damage, your body broken to pieces, for your $1 million, and your massa set up just like, what's his name, Colin Kirkpatrick, what's his name, Colin Kirkpatrick, whatever his name is. He said it's like slavery. And when they have that draft, the owners come out, and it's basically it's like you on the block. There are some that don't like Colin Kirkpatrick or whatever his name is, whatever, but he's telling you from experience. How many points you made last year, how big you are, just like you was on the block on a slave plantation. And all the team owners gather around, pick their new buck. You, Mr. Man. And so since you cannot compete with the men in authority, the only thing you can do is exploit women. Find you some woman that you can exploit. Make it rain. The women in the strip club, find a way to exploit somebody so you don't feel bad about yourself getting stroked in the behind by other men. With your tight pants going up, la-di-da, up and down the field, catching balls. What you getting angry at me for? That's what they doing. You're catching balls. Y'all like playing with balls. You men, y'all like playing with balls. Basketball, football, tennis ball, golf ball, long as it's a ball. Y'all some, and you think that you ain't nothing gay about it. The slave master got y'all playing with balls. Mr. Man, I'm a man. And some of these guys make millions of dollars and still don't pay their child support like they're supposed to. Making all these, I got 10, 12 babies. Got to go to court. Because that's all you got. You don't control nothing. You're just something to use. And no matter where you go, you're going to get used. When you go to Africa, you're going to get used by them. When you can go to Europe, you're going to get used. You can go to Antarctica. You can go live with an Eskimo. You're going to get used. Mr. Man. And we act on emotion. Everything about these modern day men is emotional. Why are you unsubscribing from Angel Snub 7? It's based on emotion. It's not based upon, am I bringing something logical? Is the argument that I'm making, is it valid? It's based on emotion. Now here we are, we're in the age of information. We can get basic information. It don't have to be technical. We can get basic information just by going to the computer real quick. A fella told me, because I said, I was talking about how black men, we don't have a military. And his excuse was, how we gonna have a military? We don't have a nation. Where is it written? Why we can't have a military? Why do we have to have a nation? Where is that? Show me where there's a nation that don't have a military. So I just went on Google, and it was 20 countries that don't have a military. Then, I forgot what you call them. You also have military for hire. They don't have a nation. They will go. Matter of fact, Russia has some of those guys. Military for hire. They don't have no nation. If you pay the price, they will fight for you. I forgot what you call those kind of people. Military for hire. It's a name for them. I forgot what you call them. But anyway, somebody in the chat room probably will bring it. What is it a military for hire. What do you call those type of? It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't think of what it is. It's when you pay somebody to fight for you. And see, that's another thing. If we had our act together, we could do the same thing. Y'all scary ass. Get your money together, and you can hire some people to fight for you. But you don't want to fight at all because it's going to interrupt you and your system that you love. You're just a bunch of talk. You're just talking. I'll put up the link in a minute, Brother Jesus, I cannot get your name. I'm going to put the link up in a second here. Well, a little bit, because I was planning on doing this. I really didn't expect nobody to join, but I'll put up the link in a minute here. I'm do my commentary. Thank you for joining us. Super Bowl. Improper thinking. Because we're emotional. You don't act like men. And the reason why you don't act like men, because you never had to be a man. That's a whole different subject. I have that live stream later on this week or something like that. I want to talk about this relationship between black men and women. I want to talk about that. I'm not going to get into that. But how you going to be a man and you never had to be a man or act like a man for 300 years? Not for 3 months. Not for 30 days. Not for 30 years. You never had to be a man. What the hell do you know about being some man? And when did you become a man? Because they was kicking your ass for 300 years. You damn sure wasn't a man on the slave plantation, and you damn sure wasn't a man during Jim Crow. When did y'all become these strong warrior men? And what war did y'all fight, y'all warriors? What war did you fight? Improper thinking. I began to question this warrior God stuff based on emotion at one time. Because it sounds good. But when you really think about it, what did I do? What's my power as a God? I'm a God. What's my power as a man? I began to think of these things realistically, outside emotion. It's not true. It's not real. But emotion causes improper thinking because it makes you feel good. But it's not real. The Super Bowl, black, whites, Mexicans, all the folks get together, we watch it. That's not real. This country is no melting pot like that. Only for entertainment, for sports, for foolishness. Because they control all of it. You don't control nothing. The only people that control the Super Bowl are the white people of this country. People of color don't control the Super Bowl. All you do is run your happy ass up and down the field and pay your money to go see. That's all you gonna do. You don't control and run nothing. Mr. Man. We don't think. There's an old saying called, look before you leap. How many of you have heard of that old saying? Look before you leap. Many of us, we don't look. We just leap because it sounds good. It look good. We chase a woman because she got a big booty. She look good. And you leap. I remember as a child, I was a teenager. We went down to the river. And it looked like you could just jump into the water. So we did look. But we should have did a more thorough inspection, because we leaped, and I thought I was going to die because we leaped into the water, and we didn't even go out into the deep water. This was low water. Jumped into the water, and I went down almost down to my waist in mud. Things aren't what they seem. So we get in relationships with people because things aren't always what they seem. They put on a good front. And then when you take that leap, you sink into the mud all the way up to your waist. Look before you leap. Should have had a more thorough examination. Take a stick and poke it where you're going to leap. But we don't do that. I'm having fun. I'm just going to jump into this water. It's a hot summer day and blah, blah, blah. And you almost kill yourself. You ever heard of quicksand? Quicksand look like solid earth. And then you hit it and you sink. Things aren't always what they appear to be. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you don't believe in Jesus. I'm not telling you don't believe in Muhammad. I'm not telling you don't believe in whatever it is. I'm telling you look before you leap. And the reason why you have not progressed, because you sinking. Because it's not what you think that it is. Look before you leap. In the movie Malcolm X, 1992, Denzel Washington, a.k.a. Malcolm X in the movie, told a young brother, don't you join an organization unless you thoroughly check it out and know what you're joining. Clearly, Malcolm didn't take his own advice, because Malcolm joined something he thought he knew. His decision to join the Nation of Islam was based upon emotion. He did not look before he leaped. That's how they get you. They get you with emotion. Emotion, any emotion, whether it's anger, whether it's sadness, happy, whatever the emotion is, it causes improper thinking. So we will not look before we leap. And that gets us in trouble, because things aren't what they appear to be. And if Malcolm had taken some more time and took his own advice, he might have been alive in 2024 instead of getting caught up in that foolishness, because that's what it was. You gonna kill everybody because they talk about your leader. That's stupid. And here they are in our time. They talk about Elijah Muhammad way worse than Malcolm could even come close to. I mean, just nasty, for real disrespect. What you gonna do, kill everybody? Somebody just threatened me on Facebook. Then they took down their comment. I said I should report you, making a veiled threat. For what? What you gonna do? Try to kill, threaten everybody, and talk about Elijah Muhammad? You can't stop that. In this country, you can talk about the President of the United States. Then these same people will turn around and talk about freedom of speech. They can talk about anybody they want to. Oh, well, don't talk about our leader, but you talk about the President of the United States. You talk about the Jews. You talk about the Pope. You can talk about anybody who you want to talk to. Oh, but when it comes to you, you can dish it out, but you can't take it, because in your mind, ain't nothing wrong with you. You perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. Whatever I say, You can bring it here, and I can take it. Matter of fact, I can learn from it. If you true, some of y'all just talk nonsense and garbage, foolishness. But if you bringing me the truth, the difference between you and me, I'm a truth seeker. So if you telling me something that's true, I'm like, thank you. I didn't see that because there's things that I might say, there's actions that I might take. I don't realize I'm screwed up. But you would see it and you would tell me, hey, brother, you ain't so damn great yourself. Check this out, blah, blah, blah. And I would say, hey, you right. Because I know sometimes I try to get spiritual because that's where I come from, try to bring that spiritual fire, but make it realistic. And some of y'all, before I can even cross the line, hey brother, you starting to get spooky on us. And that's how it's supposed to be. Then I back off of that. I don't want to go in that direction because we don't do the spookism here. If you want it to be spooky, you go to the Nation of Islam, you can go to Sanetta's channel, you can go to the Comedic channel, you can get all spookism that you want to. The reason why you came here is because you're not into the spookism no more. You're not into the fraud no more. You're not into the fabricated, the made up crap. Keep it real or nothing at all. So if I can't stay real, I need to shut this channel down because I don't represent being real no more. I'm as spooky. I should be the reality spooky on earth or something. I don't know. The spooky temple on earth. Damn sure don't have nothing to do with reality. Not gonna do that. What made me bring this up is an interaction I had with one of my nephews. 5 or 6 years old, something like that. Children. But I was 5 or 6 years old too at one time. And people make excuses for these children ill behavior. Oh, he's just a baby. I was a baby too. 5, 6 years old. But the children are a reflection of their parents. And a lot of these parents treat these children like that's their friend. That's your child that is not a friend. That child is only 5, 6 years old. When you said sit your ass down, that child's supposed to tell you where you want me to sit. That's what you're supposed to get out your child. These children, you said sit down. No. Woo! I remember that child told me that. Time for you to go home. Now see, I was 5, 6 years old too. And I'm going to tell you, in my generation, a lot of us, some of us had good parents, some of us had terrible parents. But also you, even as a child, you should know certain things. A lot of these children don't think at all. And a lot of it comes from being spoiled. That's going to get them in trouble. You think that's cute? Spoiling these children, that's doing them a disservice. They need to obey. They're children. You are the adult. Because the world is not going to spoil them. The world will put a bullet in their head. Which that's what you have been finding out within the last of these generations. You disrespect authority, authority put a bullet in your head. You disrespect another child, put a bullet in your head. the world don't give a damn about your child. And your child has this privilege complex. Like somebody, oh, nobody owe you nothing. And the world will show you that. They'll put you in the morgue. Don't have to worry about you no more. I was a child too. And my mother didn't have to sit down with us, respect the adults and stuff. My mother didn't have to go around doing all that. It's certain things that we just done. I respect the older children. Never mind the adults. It's just something I did. Because I'm a child. They're bigger than me. You got a child, 6 years old, telling grown people, I ain't gonna do that, no. Woo! Because you spoil them. But I bet that child would do whatever a pedophile wants them to do, because that pedophile kick your ass. Your child would do what a pedophile, plus your child gonna give up the booty. We spoil these children. These children don't do what you say. You are in the park, and there's a car coming, and you tell that child, don't go out there, a car coming. No. Then the child runs out there and get hit by the car. And the child don't die. The child is paralyzed from the neck down. You wish the child was dead. Now you got to take care of this child. Child can't do a damn thing for you, can't do a damn thing for him or herself. All because you can't control your child. Whose fault is it? It was a lady this week. The jury found her guilty because she gave her crazy ass son a gun. The father's trial is coming next. Here you are, you know your child is crazy as hell. And you gonna go and show them how to shoot the gun. Take them out to the range and give them a gun for their birthday, whatever the hell it was. And then they go to the school and shot up, 7 people or whatever. The parent knew their child was crazy. Whose fault is it? It's still the child's fault, of course. They done it. Look at the parents. Don't you think that the parents should be held responsible? Even we as grown people, you got somebody in your house you know is a dingbat, and they have a gun, and you sit back and don't open your mouth. Shouldn't you be held responsible because you knew something was going to go down? That person had a weapon. You know that person is a dingbat. And you don't do nothing. I can't snitch on my friend. I can't snitch on my mama. I know my mama crazy, but I don't think she would do that. Your mama is crazy. You know it is. She got a gun. She just went out here talking crazy stuff. So now you got 30 people dead. And you knew your mom was crazy running around with a gun. At least a child. Who in their right mind could give a gun to their child like that? And you don't have no control over the gun. These people talk about the single mothers. Oh, he come from a 2-parent household, y'all. 2-parent household. These Negroes on here. Single mothers is bad mothers. We need to come from a 2-parent household. Mind you, my position is that's the best thing for us. 2-parent household. Mother and father. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't you run around here and degrade and make mockery of single mothers, you piece of trash. This killer came from a two-parent household. A jury found his mother guilty and accessory to the murder. What is it? She got manslaughter charges. And the father, two-parent household. Now what you gonna say? It wasn't a single mother. A lot of these killers come from two-parent household. These serial killers. They come from two-parent household. Single mothers, that don't make any difference. It's the quality of the parents, not the quantity. I wonder how many single mothers are giving their children, knowing their child is crazy. Because I know a lot of black mothers, when I was growing up, they know their sons, they weren't going to give their children no damn gun. Hell, that child, two-parent household. I heard a few months ago, I think it was sometime late last year, a former NBA player, two-parent household, their son shot them. I believe they survived. Two-parent household. What you gotta say, son? And there's a lot of examples of people coming from two-parent household. Murderers, killers, rapists. That don't solve nothing because I came from a two-parent household. That don't solve your problem in America. Because your problem has nothing to do with that. The root of our problem in this country really comes from the so-called men that don't want to be men. You don't stand up as a man. You're called a man by default. So take your happy ass. I know you don't want to hear that. Take your happy ass where somebody can give you a ball. Give you a ball to play with. Stroke your nuts. That's not going to happen here. I know you don't want to hear what I say because you're emotional. You ain't saying it right. I've never been around men. There's men I talked to for years. I mean, yeah, not 1 year, not 2 years. I mean, there's men that I have known for years. But because I don't get with their program, they cry and they gone. Because they want me to be a certain way. You knew what I was when your ass met me. They all met me via social media since 2007. I did not praise Malcolm X. I did not do that. I'm not a Muslim. I never was blackity black. I never claimed to be pro-black, black, all this blackity black stuff. I never claimed none of that stuff. I used to talk about white people more back in the day. But it wasn't because I'm blackity black and black man is God and I'm superior black folks in Egypt. That's not why. I was talking about simple justice. How we have been done wrong in this country. I wasn't talking all that blackity black stuff. I'm a god, I'm a warrior, and all that foolishness. I never talked like that. And I never claimed to be an African. I never claimed that. That's never really been a part of me because I was a Muslim under the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad did not teach that. Elijah Muhammad taught us that we came from the tribe of Shabazz. He did not teach that we're some kind of Africans, and he did not teach Pan-Africanism. Elijah Muhammad did not teach that. So that really wasn't a part of me anyway. I've never been around such emotional men. What the hell wrong with y'all? But you a warrior. How the hell are you a warrior and you a god and you can't handle the opinion or the belief of another person. What kind of God are you? What kind of warrior? You can't even handle words, let alone bullets and bombs dropping on your ass, and swords and knives or whatever is out there, wherever you have to find yourself with in wartime. So if the men aren't strong, how can you expect the women and the children to be strong? They are a reflection. So whatever bad you have to say about women, however bad you say about children, it's a reflection of our failure as a man in this country. Whether you like it or not. Not as an individual, but as a gender. But the sad thing is, if our gender is a failure, it don't make no difference what you do as an individual, you're still a failure. So no matter what Jay-Z do, if black men are nothing but crackheads and drunks, it don't make no difference. And plus, Jay-Z drank a little bit. He be out there, you see Jay-Z with the bottle turned up. Oh, yeah, see, I told you black men ain't no but drunks and crackheads. And Jay-Z probably do little drugs too. He can handle his drugs. He's not a drug addict. He probably do a little drugs. Smoke his cigar. Next week, Jay-Z be talking about he got lung cancer, some kind of cancer from his years of caviar and that expensive vodka, and going to Super Bowl games, playing with balls. Woo! Just because you're a child don't mean you don't have common sense. Just because you're a child don't mean that you can't think. We talk about single parents. We talk about the two-parent household. But what about those of us who basically raised ourselves? Shout out to our sister Ann. I wish she was here, because you can have parents in your house. That don't mean you being raised. Just because people in your house, your mother and father, don't mean you had parents. So what, you come from a two-parent household? So what because you come from a single mother? That don't mean you had parents. There are many of us, we raised ourselves. I had a mother in the house. I had father in the house. I had grown people in the house. I raised myself. So that means I had to have some kind of common sense. Back in the day, children used to leave home at 11, 14 years old and leave home. They couldn't have to be that stupid, they would never make it. They had to learn, they had to use common sense. They had to learn how to think, how to survive as a child. And most of the time, children made to take on that responsibility at such a young age, they can pass on that wisdom to their children. See, many of you were spoiled. That's why you spoiled these children and you don't have nothing to offer them except shelter. And you throw them some pieces of bologna. Send them to school. You don't really teach them nothing for real. And of course, we got to go to church. We got to go to the mosque. Fill their head with all that religious nonsense. Some of us raised ourselves. We had to learn through trial and error. When I was going through puberty, there was no man to tell me what was going on with my body. I'm just noticing, hey, something, what's going on? What's happening? I had to learn it all on my own. All of it's self-discovery. What's happening? I didn't have a father, I didn't have no father to talk to. I didn't have nobody. I had to learn everything on my own. So what about those who didn't have no parents at all? That's because it's nature. Even a baby bird, you got to have some kind of, be able to think. We don't think. We're not allowed to think. You have these children in your house and you don't teach them, you're not teaching them nothing. You're laying up just watching football games all damn day long. And they allow these children to do anything they want to. Then you cry when they get in trouble. They wouldn't have got in trouble if you taught them how to think. If they obey authority. Now you at their funeral. Or now you at the hospital because they got hit by a car, paralyzed from the neck down. Your fault. We don't think, we only think out of emotion and we don't think long term. Damn, she got a nice body. Woo, her booty is exploding. Ooh, he's a football player. Look at his muscles and girl, he getting paid. What else? And you stop there. Then you get the booty. Then you get the money. How long does it last? It's not going to last too long because you're only thinking long term. You're not short term, rather. You don't think long term. You're not really looking at it, the whole situation. Everything from all the angles. You want what you want when you want it. I want the booty. I want the money. That's going to satisfy you for a few minutes. So in America, the courts is filled with people filing for divorce. You got people that hate each other. They can't get along. But they produce these children. And mommy hate daddy and daddy hate mommy. Oh, from the very beginning, it was messed up. Because you want what you want when you want it. You knew that man was a bum. You knew what that woman was. But you have a fantasy in your mind because you want what you want when you want it. Then there are the extreme cases where I saw on TV this young lady, she wanted this perfect life. The perfect husband, perfect money, house, children. And he wasn't able to give it to her. She knew that from the very beginning. With the probability was pretty low. He couldn't live up to those expectations. So she killed him. Because her dreams couldn't come true. And blame him. Because she thinking short term. You knew from the beginning the probability was low. He could not fulfill your perfect dream. And there's very few of us that can say we live some type of perfect relationship with anybody. Because people change as time goes on. And people even break their own rules. Oh man, I wouldn't do that. That's not a state law. That's not a federal law. That's your own personal law that you made for yourself. You have these people who would break their own laws because they don't have any character. They don't have any integrity. They break their own law. When you're dealing with people that have no character, no discipline, no integrity, you got a problem. You got a problem with somebody that's flip-floppy. We know about flip-floppy folks around here. You're not going to have no kind of relationship in the long term with somebody that's flip-floppy. They think this way today, another way tomorrow. I'm not even years. I'm talking about the next few months. They thinking this. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Christian. I'm Christian tomorrow. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Oh no, I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. What the hell are you? How the hell you gonna have a relationship with somebody that's flip-floppy? Somebody that's unstable. Relationship means stability. If you want to be a player, that's where you need to be. Because that's unstable. And you expect that. That's part, I'm a player. But you trying to be serious with somebody, long term, you can't mess with somebody that's unstable, flippy-floppy. Because relationship means stability. Marriage means stability. Somebody that's unstable cannot be in a marriage. They are going to tear it up. Because they want what they want when they want it. It's not going to work. So I'm tired of people making excuses for children. Because it's the parents' fault that many of these children are not able to think in any kind of way because you spoil them. And you allow them to be the boss. There's no 6-year-old gonna tell me what to do. You have people that the children actually run the house. Tell the parent what they gonna do, what they not gonna do. I know in my generation, you ain't gonna get that off at all. You get slapped in the mouth. You damn sure not gonna do that with Joe Jackson. You shut the hell up, Michael. Keep saying it. And you don't have to beat no child up. You don't have to abuse no child. But you the parent. But see, you got that child like that even from the very beginning. Because they cute and they lovable. I know in my house, my mama let you cry. Oh, so-and-so baby, pick that baby up. Mama, you don't touch it. You don't touch that child. Let him cry. Every time the baby cry, you got to go grab and pick the little bit. And mom, you put the child down. I know damn well I wouldn't spoil. None of us spoil. Pick the baby up every time the baby cry. Didn't play that. My mama didn't have to say, sit down. She just look at you. She just look at you. You just sit down. I'm not her friend. I'm her son. I'm her child. Sit your ass down. Shut up. Here you are, an adult. You let children come into your conversation. You talking to another adult. If you don't get your happy ass out of here, I already knew as a child. First of all, I did not give a damn about what adults was talking about. And I did not try to get involved in adult conversation. I didn't have nothing to do with that. These children, we could be talking, here they come. What y'all talking about? This is what I think about it. If you don't get your here. Disrespectful. Because they don't have not being parented. So they grow up having no respect for authority and go out here and mess with the police. And then the police come knocking on your door. Well, I'm sorry to say, ma'am, sir, your son was shot. Michael Brown, sir, you know. Have no respect for no kind of authority. The instinct to survive is not in there. You're supposed to have an instinct to survive. Your body's supposed to have instincts so that you can avoid death and hurt and pain. They don't have none. They don't have no fear. And end up in a box. End up in the hospital. Crippled for life. It's your fault. But then, all this is expected because you as adults, you can make these babies, but hell, you ain't too much yourself. Crying and getting upset because you don't like what somebody said. Because you somebody's slave. Don't talk about Jesus. Don't talk about the Moors. Don't talk about the Hebrew. Don't talk about President Bush. Whatever it is, your happy ass get all wound up and crazy over emotion about. These people wouldn't even give you a slice of bread. Now, I can understand that if you really was getting something, you get a, they was giving you, they ain't giving you nothing. How you gonna get all worked up over somebody that give you nothing? Again, it goes to show, improper thinking, you can't think worth a damn. Emotional. Emotion produce inappropriate behavior, improper thinking. So I'm thinking, I don't know whether it's improper or not, but I'm thinking about Black History Month. Welcome everybody. This is the Super Bowl. Super Bowl day. I hate to spoil the good times and the joy. This is also Black History Month, and I was just thinking about Black History Month. And I'm looking at this history. And as you know, many of you know, it was originally called Negro History Week. Created by Carter G. Woodson, correct? Carter G. Woodson. It was originally called Negro History Week. Who is the Negro? The week was dedicated to the Negro, who is now called African American, who is called Black American today. It did not mention no history outside of America. Our news station and yours, celebrating Black History Month, I don't see them putting up pictures of Kemet and Africans and none of that stuff. It's all about the foundation of Black American, all about the freedmen, all about soul brothers and sisters in this country, the Black American. That's who it's about. I don't even think they mentioned Marcus Garvey, which Marcus Garvey was not a Black American. He introduced something called Pan-Africanism to us. I don't think that Marcus Garvey created it, but he introduced something called Pan-Africanism Pan-Africanism, but it's supposed to be, Black History Month is supposed to be dedicated to these who are born in America. But I noticed that foreign blacks or melanated people, they seem to me take over our history. They talk about Malcolm X, they talk about Dr. King, they talk about the Black Power. Please correct me. Help me if I'm going off the beaten path. If I'm wrong. Where was these people? Because I don't remember seeing them. I heard about them, foreign black people in New York and maybe in California somewhere. I was born and raised in Jim Crow South, Mississippi. I don't remember seeing or hearing nothing about them. I don't remember them being bit by dogs, sprayed with water hoses. I don't remember them going to jail with Dr. King. Where do these people come from? Where they at? I don't remember them being with Elijah Muhammad when he went to jail for 5 years. And here they come teaching us our history. Selling books and tapes about our history. Okay, if it's Black history and you want to be part of it, and you come from a foreign country and you are oppressed, wherever you come from, where is your history? Why aren't they teaching about the oppression in Haiti or Grenada or the wherever they come from? Someplace in Africa? The only thing they talk about in teaching and concentrating on is Black history, Black American history. What about you? I don't know about you. Talk about you oppressed just like we are. And the Spanish oppressed you, whatever. Why aren't you talking about it? You praising Malcolm and Elijah Muhammad and Dr. King and Frederick Douglass and all. What about, where's your part? That's why I don't know nothing about them. Because they're not talking about them. Well, that's because, see, it all goes back to the money. Because you cannot make any money. It's about exploitation of us. We will buy the books. We will go to the debates to learn and hear about ourselves. They ain't going to do it. Because they're not going to pay to learn about themselves like that. All those debates that Sonetta had set up or whatever, it's all founded on us. None of this foreign stuff. Sonetta is supposed to be a Dominican, right? He talking about he joined Khalid Muhammad. You come from Dominican Republic. Where is your version from the Dominican of Khalid Muhammad, sir? Why do they rally around our people and our struggle? And they make money off of us. It's all about money. It's not about respect for us. It's all about exploiting our struggle. We had the civil rights movement. Our ancestors couldn't take it no more. So they created something called the civil rights movement. And overall, it was called the Black Revolution. Has there been a Chinese revolution in this country? A Dominican revolution in this country? Or a Haitian revolution in this country? Or a Japanese or an etc. Mexican, etc. Latin American revolution in this country? Has it? They didn't have to. Because they riding off our ancestors' back. and be quiet? All these people don't have to fight because they take advantage of the things that our ancestors fought and died for. Then these black foreigners turn around and sell it back to you. Donate to my Cash App. I'm not even a black American. I'm from a Dominican. I'm a Dominican from some damn where. They have no teachings of their own. Everything they got come from us. Then they sell it back to us. Tell us about your struggle. They're not going to tell us about their struggle because nobody interested enough to sell it. Everybody is out to exploit us. Everybody is out to parasite off us. I don't want to hear about that African stuff. I don't want to hear about because you black. I'm glad those brothers and sisters, people in the Dominican say I'm not black, I'm Dominican. Because they're not us. We can be of the same race, whatever the hell that is, but we are in different tribes and families. What is it? I think the Quran said that Allah made us in different tribes and families so that we would know one another. This is our family. And we have this delusional fairy tale mind that everybody loves us. You have the same mindset with these black foreigners as you done with white folks. Because the white folks, we love everybody. And so you think now you don't want to include the white folks. All the black people love us. That's a damn lie. They love you because they can get something off of you. They can exploit you. All these people I'm learning, not even black American, they come from some island somewhere, whatever. They don't do nothing for us. If it wasn't for us, they couldn't do what they do. Then they'll turn around and talk about us. And we tolerate it. That's our family. They are not us. They don't give a damn about us like that. Why couldn't they stay in their own land and solve their problem? They're going to come here and tell us, the black man and woman, what we should and should not be doing. Why do you do that in your own damn country? If I'm incorrect, please put in the chat room. You don't have to agree with me. And I won't get upset with you. I would like to ask you, what's up? They want to be our teacher. You stole our information from our scholars, from our movement, our struggle. Then you sell it back to us. Bunch of creeps. All these suckers take advantage of the struggle from what our ancestors. I'm angry and upset about that because I grew up in Jim Crow. And you can go anywhere on YouTube. I was raised in the state of Mississippi. I know what our ancestors, I know what we went through. And we're going to sit back and let these other people leech off of us. Not only I don't want them people leeching off of us, I don't like the fact that other black people that don't do a damn thing, they benefit. I don't like that either. Not just them. I was a little boy. And I asked my mother, grandfather, uncles. I was a little boy when I began to learn what Jim Crow was. I began to learn what was going on in the South. And I learned about Dr. King. That was the first person I learned about. And by the time I learned about Dr. King, he was passed. He was assassinated in 1968. But I asked my people, what did y'all do to help What did y'all do in the struggle? Because I was a little boy. As soon as I learned, I'm ready to join the struggle. I'm ready to fight. It reminds me, matter of fact, this is the 50th anniversary of Good Times. Ain't we lucky? This Super Bowl, y'all. Ain't we lucky we got them? Do, 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 do. Good time. Super Bowl, y'all. Yeah, will you shut up so I can go watch the... It's time for the Super Bowl. I want to see them play with some balls. This is the 50th anniversary of Good Time. And if you notice, Michael Evans, they never took little Michael serious. He was somebody to laugh at. Oh, that's Michael. He's pro-blackity black this, and that's Michael. The whole family. Nobody could get with what Michael was on. He was a little boy. He was a little boy. And this is the way it was really us as a people. A few people stood up. And the rest was Christian, like Florida and James and Thelma and JJ and Walona. They didn't care about the struggle. They laughed at little Michael. When I first saw Good Times, I took Michael real serious. And I'm like, what are they laughing at? Why are they laughing at Michael for? But see, if it wasn't for that mindset of Michael, if it wasn't for the mindset of Dr. King and the Black Panthers, Huey P. Newton and Eldridge Cleavage and all, if it wasn't for that mindset, where would we be? Where would we be at? But he's a subject of laughter. What is Michael doing funny? What's hilarious? So I asked my family, what did we do? What did y'all do for the struggle? Ain't do nothing. But Thelma and JJ and Florida and Walona and James and all the Negroes benefit from the struggle, but didn't do a damn thing. Even to this day. Even to this day. All our people, rappers and singers and CEOs or whatever, I'm so successful. If it wasn't for the Michael Evans mindset, you wouldn't have too much of nothing. You should be embarrassed. I was a little boy. And I wanted to join the fight because I didn't want, look, I'm a little boy. 7, 8 years old, I believe. I'm a little boy. I want to join the fight. Matter of fact, there were children that stood up in the civil rights movement. Children. Where were the parents? Where was the adults? If we as a people, I'm not talking about a few thousand individuals, we as a people stood up, who knows where the hell we would be today? A bunch of lazy ass cowards. But then you'll benefit from somebody else suffering and death. That's why I'm going to fight for my people. The hell with my people. You don't want to fight for yourself. You don't want to do nothing for yourself. Well, you stay exactly where you at. I watched a documentary about the Montgomery boycott. You have to applaud them. You have to applaud them. They suffered. Some was killed. I know Dr. King's house was bombed. The boycott lasted almost 2 years, a year and a half or something like that. You can't get these Negroes to boycott nothing. Why don't we boycott the Super Bowl? Oh, no, we can't do that. Okay, but you can't get these people to boycott nothing. But if you get enough to boycott and change something, they would be happy to benefit from it. Oh, no, not with me. Oh, no, not with me. It's not going to happen. We should be tired. We should be tired of people getting over on us. Not only foreigners, but our own lazy ass, trifling ass people. Skinning and grinning. But see, when you ain't done nothing yourself, you don't care. When you ain't suffered and did nothing. That's why these are out here. They never had to suffer for nothing. That's why some of these old spoiled children y'all got. You give them everything that you want so they don't appreciate nothing. You buy them a car. You rent their apartment so they can go to school, to college. You spoil the hell. They don't have to do a damn thing. And next thing you know, your ass in a nursing home. Because they don't have the time to take care of mommy and daddy at home. Go to a nursing home. And the children move away. That's the excuse, because they don't want to take care of your old sick ass and put you in a nursing home. That's what your children that you love and you spoil, that's what they do, put you in a nursing home. So get ready. Get your spot. You can even prepay for it, because that's where you're going to end up at, because your children are going to do a damn thing for you. They too busy for your sick, can't walk no more ass. Can't do nothing for them. People only love us when we can do something for them. The reason why these foreigners, these black foreigners, pretend like they love black folks in America so because they getting over on us. I want to know about your history. Keep repeating mine. I already know mine. We know ours. What about your struggle? And then you have all this advice for me. You have a country. I'm a black American. I'm a soul brother. I'm a foundational black American. I am a freedman in this country. I don't have no nation I can run to. You have a nation. You got Haiti. You got Grenada. You got Barbados. You got the Congo, wherever the hell you came from. Since you so smart and you got it on like that, why don't you take your happy ass back to where you come from? You can, because that's where you come from. I didn't come from Africa. I have no interest. I wish people in Africa the best of luck. But the leaders of Africa want to be like white people. The leaders are corrupt in Africa. They want swimming pools, 300 pairs of shoes they can't wear, fancy cars. They want to be like white folks. Y'all all messed up. Go straighten your own country up. You got the Caucasian women here who have also taken advantage of the civil rights movement. Because civil rights legislation was supposed to be for black Americans. The foundation of black Americans, the freedmen, soul brothers and sisters. That's what it was supposed to be for. And they flipped around and changed it up and gave it to other folks. Then, of course, you know we became minorities. These slick-ass folks. But they done it because we let them do it. Because we was comfortable with the scraps we already got. This generation. The baby boomer generation and those who came after us, we let all this happen. We don't have nothing. And y'all get on airplanes and fly to the Super Bowl, living this illusion like you part of something. Then sooner or later we get our wake-up calls. It's not real. Just like the cows going to the slaughterhouse. Have no idea they on their way to the slaughterhouse. They just being cows. Moo. That's all. Well, you. They can even hear. I don't know how many of y'all ever been to a slaughterhouse, and you can hear those machines grinding and you can hear some of those cows because that's their last moo. And the other cows waiting to get in line, they just out there. Moo. Moo. It ain't even no grass to eat. Go to a slaughterhouse. There's no grass to eat. I don't know what the hell they chewing on. And it stink. Next thing you know. And then if you want some kosher meat, the kosher butcher, what they do, they take their time to pet the animal or whatever. Next thing you know, slice their throat. Don't even know you're going to die at all. One method, you see the other cow in front of you. Oh, did you see what happened to Charlie? The other method, they nice. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. The other method is they're nice to you. Pet you. Make you feel good. Then all of a sudden, slice your throat. Wow. This is what we're facing. Now, if foreign black people want to join the effort and join the struggle and bleed and die on the battlefield as our ancestors, I have no problem with that. They're not doing it. They're taking our information, they're taking our struggle and making money off of it and benefiting from it. And giving you and me nothing. Matter of fact, they would turn around and tell us what we're doing wrong. What the hell? You giving me my information. You living off my struggle, my suffering, and you gonna tell me what I need to do. Well, why didn't you, since you're so damn smart, why didn't you do that in your own damn country, sir, ma'am? Can't teach me nothing. It's sad. I give credit where credit is due to the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. But he exploited. He was unable to get his own people to do nothing, and they're not doing nothing to this day. But they always come and target us because it looked like we got a target on our back. Well, what made him think, oh, I can't get my own Jamaicans to follow me and do this? Let me go to America. Because everybody knows that people, black people in America, the Negro, the descendant of slaves, they know we gullible for anything. We will embrace anything except what's real. That's why. Master Farad Muhammad came to the black community because he knew that we was gullible. These people come to us because they know that we gullible. We eat up any damn thing. That's why. We believe anything the white man or any foreigner say. But if it comes from our own womb, it comes from our own cell, that Negro don't know what he's talking about. Just like some of y'all say, oh, well, these Negroes not going to believe nothing unless the white man say it. So now you flip the script, but now it's a foreign black. These Negroes ain't going to believe nothing black man say. A foreign black man, but you do. It's Moors all over, Hebrews all over. All this stuff is foreign, come from foreigners. All of it is foreign. None of it come from your womb. None of it was birthed from the womb of a black woman, a soul sister in this country. All of it came from a foreigner. And when a person that come from your womb, that's actually from you, have nothing to do with a foreign land or a foreign book or nothing, that Negro crazy. That Negro crazy. He don't know what he's talking about. The same stuff. The same stuff. You don't have no love for yourself. I ain't not talking about black. I'm talking you don't have no love for your own black American, foundational black American, your own soul brother and sister, your own self, descendant of slaves in this country. You have no love for yourself. Like you stupid. You need to hear from a foreigner. You need to hear something from a white man. We can't function on our own. And this started around 1920, 1930. Before that, we depended on our own wisdom, our own knowledge. We was able to raise ourselves from our own bootstraps. Now, it ain't good enough. We too stupid. That didn't come from the Holy Quran. Arab didn't say that. That didn't come from the Bible. The European white man said, the Arab said, white man said, Buddha said, everybody say, except what comes from you. What you say, what our own soul says, ain't good enough. Other people's ice is colder than yours. The foreigners, white man's ice, everybody's ice is colder than yours. Their connection and view of God is better than yours. Because you have no connection to God. You need to go through a white man. You got to go through some kind of foreigners. God don't talk to you and me. And that's acceptable. If God can talk to camel herders, if God can talk to some slave owners, you tell me why God can't talk to me. And we ain't did a damn thing to nobody. Who is more deserving that God will bring a message and life to than we who are the victims of atrocity? I embrace truth. I don't care about the vessel. But I'm not stupid myself, and I have value myself. I don't need nobody to interpret a damn thing for me. That's yours. So I'm not interested anyway. If God can speak to them, God can speak to us personally. And if God don't speak to us personally, that means God don't exist. And I can accept that reality and turn to this brain and stop being so emotional and begin to look at things from all sides and look at things from long term. Embrace my uniqueness, my own originality. Because I'm just as good and you're just as good as they are. You're not going to progress, you're not going to go nowhere copying and listening to them. Because that message is not designed to raise you up to your potential. It is to keep you bound to them. And being bound to them means you are their slave, either directly or indirectly. And I'm not going to be a slave. And my ancestors did not suffer to be a slave. They fought to get out of slavery and stay out of slavery. I'm not your damn slave. I'm not interested in what your holy book from some foreigners. You can be their slave. I'm not going to be their slave. I want my own. And as men, you should want your own. How you going to be a man talking about they gave me the Quran? Who? Another man. They gave me another man. So without them, you ain't nothing. If God exists, my God is going to speak to me personally. I can say, my God told me directly. No middleman. And my God will show you their power. And if they have no power to show, I'm not going to open up my mouth and tell you about the power of my God, because apparently my God don't have any power. Not much of a God. Those people in Gaza run to a safe place. And now the state of Israel want to bomb the safe place. Where's your God at? They believe in Allah. Where Allah at? Done bomb your whole place in Gaza. Force you to run. You've been better off just fighting. Let's just go for it. Genocide. Let's go for it. Look at you. Over 26,000 dead. You might as well just went for it. You don't have nothing to lose. You're dealing with these people that's sadistic. Who knows where we would be if we just went for it during Jim Crow, during those times. Let's just go for it. But they didn't. And that's why we don't have, nobody respects you. Nobody respects you because they know you're not going to go for it. You don't have the mindset, I'd rather be dead than continue this kind of life. I'd rather be dead. It's more honorable to fight and die on the battlefield than be like these cowards. Because you know, most of us aren't the children of those who fought in this country for our liberation. We are the children of the cowards I know you don't want to hear that. We are the children of the, what they say, get along crowd. We didn't come from the womb of Michael Evans. We're not the children of Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman. And even her generation, they ain't do a damn thing. The children of Dr. King and Coretta, they're not nothing like Dr. King and Coretta. The family of Sojourner Truth and Harriet, those people are nothing like their forefathers. Because nobody want to make that kind of sacrifice. Because as long as you can go to the Super Bowl, I'm free. As long as you can go on a stage with a thong and shake your ass in front of thousands of people, I'm free. I'm famous. I'm free. And I'm supposed to stand up, give my life for some people like that? You out your damn mind. Y'all do it. And they're not even doing it. They're just taking your money. And trying to get some fame and trying to get some booty. They don't give a damn about you either, really. It's just a bunch of talk. None of them going to jail for you. None of them in prison for you. None of them. Because they're not doing a damn thing. They don't care about you. They know that you're gullible. The foreigners take advantage of you. The white man take advantage of you. Your own kind take advantage of you. And then the ones that really care about you, I don't want to hear that. That's how we are. We like, and that's how some of us are in our own relationship. We like those who exploit us, those who abuse us, those who treat us in love and try to treat us in kindness. We don't like them. We like the one that deceive and lie, cheat and steal and abuse us. That's who we like, because they put on this show to be whatever fantasy we got in our mind. And then even when we know, we get scared. Well, I've been a Muslim for all these years. I know, brother, but I just got to, I know better. I know about the Christian. I know about being a Hebrew. Because you've been in it for so long and you feel foolish and embarrassed. So you just hold on to it. I could take any of these people and put them in a courtroom setting and I would show them they really don't believe. You really don't. You're more intelligent. But some of you have believed these things and you put so much effort into it, you're just going to take it till death do us part, like a marriage. And like we said on a live stream not too long ago, don't be embarrassed because we made a mistake in life. The embarrassment or the shame comes from holding on to what you know is a lie. That's the embarrassment. The embarrassment and the shame comes from when you know that what you're holding on to is not true. That's the embarrassment. Not because it took 100 years for you to finally say, damn, that's messed up. The embarrassment is holding on to these lies and these fairy tales and this mythology. The Catholic Church. I was listening to this program. The Catholic Church had to close down 30 parishes. I guess that's what they call their church, a parish. I don't know what that is. They have a trouble recruiting priests and nuns. Nobody ain't interested like that no more. All this religious stuff, all this spirituality stuff, it's slowly fading out. It's time for it to go. in your lifetime all that you want to. Islam is claiming our ranks, more and more people are converting to Islam. But according to the Quran itself, before Allah destroys a nation, Allah gives that nation a peek into the heavens. Make you believe you're successful. Make you believe that you're going to make it, and Allah destroys you. And Allah is going to destroy you because you have failed. The church has failed. The mosque has failed. All of you have failed God. You have failed. Half of the population of humanity believe in God, and look at the condition of humanity. You have failed your God. So you can talk all you want to, and you can keep preaching all this emotional stuff. You have failed. That's why voices like me are rising slowly but surely. Not just me, slowly rising. It's over. Humanity cannot progress to continue have this primitive mindset. You gotta believe in nothing. That's stupid. Why don't you believe in your paycheck? Since you believe that way, when you look at your direct deposit, ain't nothing there, and your employer tell you, just believe. You're not going to do that. That's a stupid concept. You're not going to do that when it comes to your paycheck or a pizza or anything else you're looking for, but you're going to keep doing that with this God. You really don't believe that. Not really. So, again, I could be wrong. I could be in error. I'm probably the only one that can say that. That ever said that. I'm tired and don't have to accept and tolerate exploitation, not only from white folks, but from foreigners. We always the target. And all thing they do is suck our blood and take. They don't give us nothing. You're going to take my history and sell it back to me. You're going to take my history and talk to me like you know more. You didn't live in America. What the hell you going to tell me about Black American history? You don't teach me about my own. Hell, I was raised, I was born in Jim Crow. And some foreigner gonna come over here, well, you know Jim Crow this. What the hell you telling me about it? I was born in it. I was born in the worst state in the South, Mississippi. You telling me about what you read in a book or what you think that you know. Even some of these people born in America don't know about Mississippi like that. You wasn't born and raised here. You don't know nothing about it. Just born yesterday. Ain't gonna tell me I was born in Jim Crow. Well, you know, the white man did this and that. What do you know? You just regurgitating what somebody told you, what you read in a book, a YouTube video. Many of the people that actually lived it don't even talk about it. I wish people would, in this age of information, I wish more people would talk about their life and their experience. But they won't. Some people just won't do it. They take their life and experience to the grave. So the youth are denied that knowledge. I choose to be different because I wish there were more who had done that for me. I wish there was somebody like me when I was 7, 8 years old. I wish. But you don't have to wish. You have that blessing. And I'm not bragging on myself. I did not live 60 years to learn nothing, to go to the Super Bowl. I'm on TV, I'm watching people look older than me. They got flags and wearing jackets and they going to the Super Bowl. That's all they got on their mind. You 60, 70 years old. I'm going to the Super Bowl so I can watch these men in these tight pants throw a ball back and forth. A ball you don't control. A bunch of old-ass white men that can barely walk control it. And you happy about that. If they can give these people millions of dollars, how much money you think they making? And they control it all, and you satisfied with that because they give you a few crumbs because you feel good because this man, you ain't getting no part of that. All those black people on the field or whatever going back and forth don't have nothing to do with you and me. But they will use that against you. Maybe one day, your son or your daughter, they could be my slave and go up and down. And that's what a lot of us, we wish for. I hope you grows up and be a basketball player. I hope that you grows up and sing and dance like Beyonce and have a thong in your cheeks and shake it, shake it, shake. Shake, shake. I ain't gonna lie, I be peeking. Is that Beyonce? I'm sorry, Terry. Is that Beyonce? Is that Beyonce? I'm out of here, y'all. Cause I know I done spoil folks. I've spoiled folks. Super Bowl. Something told me I shouldn't have listened to. I already listened to him for a few minutes. Messed up my whole Super Bowl. Now I know I had a person what was it, Jesus? He wanted to come join the panel, but I guess I'm supposed to stop what I'm talking about. And because this was not general discussion, I'm supposed to stop what I'm talking about and break everything off and hurry up and let him speak, I guess. I don't know. So since he can't get his way, I guess he gone. Because I have the time. See, that's the sad thing about it. Look, this is not general discussion. I did not invite nobody here. If you're really interested in the conversation, you listen to the commentary, and then you come on and give your 2 cents and 3 cents or whatever you want to talk about. But I'm supposed to stop. What I'm talking about is not interesting enough for you to stick around. So I just leave, right? I could be wrong. I could be in there. Maybe he going to the Super Bowl. You taking too long. I got to get ready for the Super Bowl. I got chicken wings and what that avocado dip and whatever. I sure want to see Travis. I want to see Travis Kelce and maybe Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. That little skinny white woman. What's up with Taylor? Is she anorexic or something? What is up with Taylor Swift? She look like this. She ain't like Terry. She like this. What do they see in Taylor Swift? She like a barbershop pole with some makeup on. I mean, she just straight. What's up? Here you are, a football player. I mean, when you grab Taylor Swift, you might as well grab a damn utility pole. You know what? She's just not my. I don't see what they see in Taylor Swift. And to me, she can't sing either. Oh, he's over here hating on Taylor Swift now. He's hating on. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. She's thin. She don't have no body to me. Even for a white woman, she's skinny, and to me, she can't sing. All that sad, she sound like a baby. In them corny videos. They pay. Is that the best you can get? How one of they mad at Michael Jackson? This is the best they can get is Taylor Swift. How is Taylor Swift entertaining? I watched Taylor Swift performing. There's nothing entertaining about Taylor Swift. She can't dance. She can't sing. What is it? She just sings some sad-ass music. I don't know why he left me. Why did he leave me like that? I don't get it. And here you got this big old football player. What's his name? Kelce Travis. What is his name? Travis Kelce, whatever his name. I'm wondering, what do you want with olive oil? I don't get it. Because as big as he is, you would think he wants somebody that got some body like he do. You know, who want to be bumping up against a pole? You might as well bump up to one of those things one of those meters that you parking meters. You have a better chance with that. I don't see what they see. I just don't get it. Maybe my generation was different. Because I know in my generation, guys like somebody that got something to hold, something to feel, something to squeeze. Especially black men. I don't know. White guys like what they pretend. They pretend like they like skin and bone. But apparently they didn't, because a lot of slave women got raped. So apparently they really don't. And you know, back in the day, Caucasian women used to wear those dresses, make them look like they had booty. They don't have nothing. They used to make their dress and had those pieces of wire stick out in the back and make them look make it look like they had booty. And sisters would buy those dresses and they explode like, is that real? What the hell? Because they already had back, and then they had that wire. Sisters were way out there. You got a table under there? What the hell? I don't get the Taylor Swift thing. I hear it on the news, whatever. And like I said, Taylor Swift, I just can't get into Taylor Swift. And I don't see who can get into Taylor Swift. I don't know. It's just happy Super Bowl, y'all. I know that's what you want. Okay, look. Happy Super Bowl day. I want to present my sincere apology to all those of whom I offended. I offended. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I just joking around, and I didn't mean. I just wanted to get this off my chest. But serious though, I'm tired of people taking advantage of soul brothers and sisters in this country. I don't care if you're the white man. I don't care if you're a foreigner. I don't care if you're a black American. Sick of people exploiting us to make a dollar. And I'm going to speak out against that. I don't care who the hell you are. Shout out to Taylor Swift, Travis Kelsey Travis, whatever you call his name. So I appreciate us being here and on the spontaneous broadcast. And later on this week, I'm thinking about doing that black female relationship type of, I forgot what I actually was going to title it, but I'm going to do that later on this week. Also, I received an email from our brother, the Common Sense channel, and he wants to do a solo probably this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that talk from the Common Sense. And there's nothing left to say. I got that rant off. I feel great. I think I'm going to go check out some of the Super Bowl. We out here, y'all. Thank you to the Deacons of Reality, as always, here to support this channel. Our brother, the Common Sense. It was somebody new that was in the chat room. Shout out to you, and I hope that your visit that you found pleasant. We're not here. Oh, there go brother Denzel. Brother Denzel in the house. Shout out to our brother Denzel Rogers. And all our people, our supporters. Twins Super Bowl at 5:30. Okay, so I'm getting fit. I got finished just in time so that y'all can check out the Super Bowl. Unfortunately for some, I spoiled it. I spoiled it a little bit, and I apologize. But truth hurts. Truth hurts, but you get over it. Y'all grown. You get over it. You get over it. Let me see if I can shout out everybody. This is Super Bowl. This is a special day. Deacons of Reality, Soul Brother 85, Twin Pyramid, Brother Denzel, Brother Talib, Sister Ann, Mellow Cap, Almond Delight, Tafari Smith, Christopher Stephens, Sean Davis, Angela Hines, Sister Tangi in California, our people in London, England, The Resident, and Just Acting channel, our in Belgium, Brother Gerard, Smo Daddy. Did I miss somebody? Oh, Razzie Fry and Brother Z-Man. Okay, did I miss anybody? It's not that many of us, so I think I got everybody. Oh, Phil Fox. Why do I always miss Phil Fox? Shout out to Phil Fox. Now I think that's it. That's the period. That's FRED period. That's it, period. Okay, I think we got it. On that note, y'all enjoy your Super Bowl holiday. And as important, our ancestor Dr. Cornelius used to always say as imparting, we wish you love, peace, and soul. And we are 45,000.